This video is sponsored by the Topps BUNT app. More on them later, and some information on an event involving our very own Aaron Judge. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Yankees recap. This is where we recap all the latest news, updates, and everything going on in the Yankees community. First question of the day. Are we buying in yet? I know I am. Yankees coming off their second straight sweep, this time against the Orioles. And yo, about damn time. The way we played against Baltimore these past few days is how we should always play against Baltimore. It was pure domination, and that now has the Yankees sitting alone, not only atop the AL East, but the American League as a whole. That's right, their 13-6 record is the best in the AL, along with having the best run differential in the American League. Now, we're going to get into some individual players, and don't be in the background. I'm at my parents' crib right now, my childhood bedroom right now. Got glasses on, kind of had some eye issues lately, seen hella floaters, which just isn't good, but whatever, we're chilling. Have to wear the blue lights though. Individual player performances, we'll get to that in just a moment, but I want to really emphasize how good of a start this team is off to. So on this date last year, the Yankees were 11-13 and in 4th place in the division. You guys all remember how brutal April was last year, and really obviously like the whole season. April was the worst though. We were under 500 for the majority of the month, and at no point last year, no point during the entire season were the Yankees in 1st place. Now, of course, you can't win a division in April, but you certainly can lose it. And slumping out of the gate like they did last year, it really did cost them, whether you want to attribute that to why they lost the division or not having home field advantage for the wildcard game. The way they performed in April, it really did screw them over, all to the fault of their own, obviously, but that's why I always push across that these games matter, and it's awesome to see them treating it as such. And yo, I do kind of I got to give some props to Boone, who I have complimented a lot this season, but my only criticism has remained his obsession with off days. He did surprise me, though. I was pretty confident Judge was going to get the day off in the series finale against Baltimore, which I wouldn't have been freaking out on him necessarily, because at least he would have. Because my main issue with the first Baltimore series in Baltimore was that he rested Judge game 1 before anything was guaranteed. At the very least, win the first 2 games and then rest him in game 3. Boone didn't even do that. Played Judge, had two really solid lines the first 2 games, and then in game 3, he really didn't put out a punt lineup. 1 through 5 in the order was, I'm pretty sure, the exact same as it was the first 2 games. So, yeah, props to Boone on that, and look what happened. We swept. To sum up just how well they've played as a team, they currently lead the league in both ERA at 2.92 and OPS at 7.35, which is, for obvious reasons, pretty awesome. But let's get into some individual performances by Yankees this season, and in honor of his 3-homer game Tuesday night, we got to start with Anthony Rizzo. We discussed him last episode where I was saying how there are just no words to describe how valuable he's been to this team, and it's true. For starters, it's no coincidence that the team chemistry this year is off the charts. Having a guy, there's obviously multiple factors that go into it, but having a guy like Rizzo in that room who's a proven winner, just a respected veteran overall, it does wonders. And then you have his on-the-field performance so far, which has just been next level. After his 3-homer game and just an overall really productive series, he's hitting .290 with a .402 on base and leads all of baseball with 8 home runs. He's driven in 18 runs, has an OPS plus of 220, and is on pace for a WAR over 9. And I'll say, Rizzo is making, me especially, I'm calling out myself here, making me look stupid for being disappointed in the Yankees opting for him over Olsen or Freeman. I'll play the clip from this is right after they signed him.
It's not a bad move, but I guess because I let myself get so excited about maybe getting Freddie Freeman or Matt Olson, that it is kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that was me just minutes after the signing was announced, but hey, never have I been more glad to be wrong. Rizzo's been great, but let's move on to another Yankee swinging a hot bat, and that is Aaron Judge. Judge crushed 2 homers in the Baltimore series, both hit to left and both no doubters. Over his last 6 games, he's hitting .375 with 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 8 runs scored. On the season, he has a slash line of .296, .367, .577. That's average on-base slugging. Has a .170 OPS plus and is on pace for an 8.5 WAR season. For context, for those who aren't too familiar with WAR, Aaron Judge in 2017, his MVP I don't want to say MVP caliber, his MVP season in 2017, he had an 8.5 WAR, so that's what he's pacing for. And when I say pace, I'm obviously just taking their current WAR and putting it over the full season. With Rizzo, right now, he leads the team with a 1.1 WAR, and Judge is second, close behind at 1.0. Now, for those who might be new around here, Judge is my pick to win MVP of the American League. I'm pretty firm on that. Mike Trout is off to a hot start, and Shohei Ohtani, Vlad, they're both threats, but pretty confident Aaron Judge will, come year's end, be the MVP of the American League. Speaking of WAR, though, know who's the MLB leader amongst all relievers in baseball? All right, guys, real quick, brief interruption by our awesome sponsor, which is the Topps BUNT 22 app. Really awesome news that we got to go over here. Topps is hosting a 3-day virtual event Friday, April 29th to Sunday, May 1st, called Topps DigiCon 2022. The free event will be held on their Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ToppsDigicast, and will feature special guests, live interviews, artist drawing sessions, giveaways, and more. The daily programming will run from 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The event celebrates fandoms across sports and entertainment and puts a spotlight on Topps' growing community of collectors who play their digital, collectible apps and partake in Topps NFT content releases on ToppsNFTs.com. Those looking to participate in the event are encouraged to check out the Topps BUNT app, where event VIP insider passes will be offered that unlock special rewards, in-app surprises, and exclusive content access. Saturday will be BUNT's featured day, complete with the BUNT trivia contest and player interviews, including Yankees slugger, our very own Aaron Judge, who will be coming on the Digicast at 4 p.m. Eastern to talk about his early days in the league, his charity work, and a lot more. Awesome stuff. Download Topps BUNT to get your BUNT Insider Pass now, and be sure to tune into Topps DigiCon 2022, kicking off at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Friday, April 29th. That's Friday, April 29th at twitch.tv/ToppsDigicast. All right, back to the video, guys, and thank you so much to Topps for sponsoring this one. You probably can guess just by how well he's pitched. It's Michael King. Along with Clay Holmes, King is the guy that I trust the most right now out of the Yankees pen, which, that's saying a lot considering how loaded our pen is. Over the 13 innings he's pitched, he has a .69 ERA with 20 strikeouts. And it is an interesting conversation when you consider that he has a pitch mix of a starter. He could still be a lethal piece of the Yankees starting rotation. Not yet, but down the line, because for now the Yankees just don't have room, and their starting rotation has pitched really well. But, I figure King's got to be one injury away from being in the starting staff. Especially with, Heal's struggling down at AAA. Davies not getting off to a good start again. I guess you could go Schmidt. You definitely could go Schmidt, but point is, King's future may not be in the bullpen. It might be in the starting rotation. Either way, though, not complaining. King's been awesome out of the pen. Some other quick hits. Giancarlo Stanton finally crushed career home run number 350, an opposite field shot to give the Yankees an early 2-0 lead in Game 2. He had a nice series overall, going 5 for 11 with 5 RBIs. Really nice to see him starting to heat up. Everybody besides Stan and Donaldson and Gallo have been swinging kind of a hotter bat. So now that we're seeing Stanton getting going, speaking of Gallo, he's starting to get going a little bit, ease some pressure off himself, hitting 2 homers this series, and gave a pretty simple but funny answer when asked about getting through his early struggles.
When you were going through those early struggles, how did you navigate that?
Keep playing.
All right, Joey.
I know. I just found that funny. I feel like Rucco felt like he was slighted a little bit by his response. He's like, "All right, Joey," but I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. It's a good answer too, because with Gallo and really anybody, baseball, it's a long marathon. You just got to keep playing every single day, and eventually you'll find results when you're as good as Joey Gallo is. And I'm not like a Joey Gallo D-rider or nothing, no, but he's definitely better than the player that we've seen over the first couple weeks of the season. And just it's nice to see him, even the chance the other day, when the Joey chance, I think it was in Game 1. Maybe it was after he hit the home run, I'm not sure. That was awesome. That is an example of the Yankee fan base being one of the best fan bases in sports. Because they hold you accountable, but at the same time, you'll never have a fan base root harder for you. And I think Gallo's experiencing that right now. Really cool stuff. Overall, there's just a great feeling surrounding this team right now. It has the same feel that 2017 and 2019 did. Not I don't want to say there's that magic, because I feel like that's kind of overblown sometimes. But just the feeling that I have not looked forward to watching baseball games this much since 2019, 2017. No matter what, every single year I watch every single game, right? But I'm recording this on Friday morning, right? I can't wait till 8 o'clock tonight to watch the Yankees and Royals. Which, speaking of, I want to get this out there. Hopefully you guys see this in time, or hopefully you know ahead of time. Tonight's game's only on Apple TV Plus. Now, you apparently don't need a subscription. I don't want to say apparently. I know for a fact you don't need a subscription for this. I haven't set up mine yet, so what I figure is, just off the top of my head, you probably just got to download the app, and you get I'm not sure if it's a free trial or something. Hopefully you don't got to enter no credit card information or anything. But yeah, tonight's game on Apple TV Plus only. Things are looking good right now. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much to Topps for sponsoring this one. Let's hope the Yankees stay hot. I think they will, because it's not like they're running into, they had some nice luck in the Orioles series because their defense is just so bad. I felt bad for Jorge Mateo. I really did, because he just could not field the ball at shortstop. But the Yankees are legitimately good right now. They're not running into remember that 9-game winning streak last year the Yankees had? I think it was 9 games. It was around end of May. Their pitching was really good, but the hitting was just getting by. They're all 1-run games. These are legitimate games that we're dominating right now. The Yankees look actually good, and it's just really promising going forward. So I'm excited for tonight's game. I'm excited for every game. Let me know down in the description below how you guys are feeling about this team. I kind of already have your answer in mind. I feel like nobody can not be feeling good. But yeah, that's a do it for this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys on the next Yankees recap. Let's go, Yankees.